Bat Volley. Fires out 10 bats. Upon piercing an enemy, deals critical damage afterwards. I don't know about this weapon. It seems pretty difficult to use, mostly because it does kind of lock you in place as you're using it for a little bit. Observe. Yeah, that whole thing where you're opening up the cape is not just for show. You can't move while doing it. And unlike, say, using holy water, I don't believe it gives you any sort of invincibility frames. But then again, have not really... Oh, good start. But then again, have not really used this weapon too much since I unlocked it. Which is kind of the entire point of these runs, right? If only I wasn't just playing Satisfactory for 10 hours a day, we might have seen this a little bit earlier. But I mean, you know how it goes. Sometimes, once again, you just get stuck playing a game. Stuck playing a game for several weeks, then come back for 1 week, and then get stuck for another several weeks. Please, just look, I'm back now. For real this time. All right? Not going anywhere else. Also, hey, I do like seeing the greed shield immediately as the colorless item too. Sure, I'd like something a little bit more powerful, perhaps a colorless tactics weapon, but at the same time, hey, more money is more money, you know, and you can always use more of that after all. Oy. Especially if I end up just taking an outrageously huge amount of damage once again by going into the bank, for example. Really gotta stop going into the bank all the time. But it is fun. I think it makes for some good content. But it also does make for a lot of lost runs, so, you know. Anyway, I don't think I've used Bat Volley once since I did on those first couple enemies, so let's see how this thing is going to work out. Strategies, builds, I got no idea. I guess any sort of cooldown reduction is going to be pretty good. Multiple hit stuff? Perhaps combo could do something? I don't know. Is there any good synergies with this weapon, chat? You got anything? Because I got nothing. So yeah, go for Wish on Bats. Makes them much better for bosses. It seems like they wouldn't be terrible for bosses, provided that you can find a time to actually fire them out at without getting hit yourself. But yeah, sure. I mean, I think that one, I should have probably gone and looked at what Wish actually does for this weapon, but also. Yeah, why not? I mean, it worked out really well for the rebound stone last time. I'd imagine that, there are probably plenty of weapons that I'm otherwise overlooking that just getting a legendary version on it would probably be enough to make it very, very good. And of course, yes, I am using the Flawless Dracula outfit. Unlocked that in the last episode and decided to take this just ludicrously luminescent cape out for a spin. You know, what with the whole bat theming and whatnot, right? I feel like it's at least kind of fitting. Morningstar. I did like Morningstar. I also like a katana. I'm going to take a katana. We have not seen the katana for a while, and this is also the first weapon, I think, in a little while that I can finally start to, well, other than Rebound Stone, of course, that I can finally start taking some main hand weapons. Change it up a little bit, so I'm not just seeing, I can also maybe get, like, the whole thing where, oh, please. It's a good thing I still have that cake up there. Can also remember go get that, like a weapon that will be able to give me lifesteal for the first time in a bit. Actually, you know what? This is a good time to throw out the bats and do it in the wrong direction. Can't flip around after you've committed to throwing them out, it seems. Yo, what's up? It's Satisfactory. It's just Satisfactory. Look, everybody. I played Satisfactory for 170 hours, and then I was just like, okay, let's actually do the series now. And then I played it for 40 hours, and then I'm like, no, still don't like that one. And then I played Satisfactory for another 20 hours, but this time I recorded it. So look forward to my new Prestige podcast coming out in tandem with this episode. It's going to be pretty great. I didn't go anywhere. I started a new job. And also, like, my ear's been bothering me lately, too. So I'm just like, that's another reason that I can also say to not stream for a while. I think I got, like, a little bit of an allergy type of thing messing me up. Good old spring. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, I got a new job. The ear stuff. Satisfactory. There you go. The three harbingers of the apocalypse, or the not updating for literally weeks at a time. Mostly satisfactory. It's pretty much entirely satisfactory. Anyway, continuing on here. Oh boy. How about the bat with the bat skill? So it would be bat squared. I was considering that, and we still might see it. I mean, it scales with brutality, right? If I get the chance, I'll do it. But before that, we're gonna take Wish. We're gonna see if we can't get a good version of the bat, and I don't know. Probably not take Wish right now. Let's wait at least a biome or two. I got lucky using that rebound stone. Don't really want to do it as of just yet. Also, hey, thank you, Deja, for the 34-month sub. Jesus. Almost 3 years on Twitch, and you chose to do that watching me. Or watching me during the times that I actually stream, as I mostly just spend the time playing like Graveyard Keeper, or Satisfactory, or what, like Rogue Legacy 2? What other games have I done that with? I once just played through the entirety of both Witcher 1 and 2. Let the channel go fallow for 2 weeks. Combo? Each consecutive hit continues a combo. Hits multiple times. You fire out 10 bats. Yeah, let's see how it works. I feel like that one could absolutely be good. Remember when you done an upload on YouTube for like 2 weeks? I thought something happened. Oh my god, was that when was that the 1.0 version of Dead Cells? I was getting so many subs on YouTube and everything because, you know, of interest in the game that I honestly just stopped uploading for 2 weeks. I was just like, oh no, people are watching me. Which is the most ridiculous thing, but what can I say? I got scared. Anyway. Don't know if that works on bats. Let's see. You know, didn't really get a good usage of that there. Nope, it does not work on bats. I was thinking that could have maybe done something. It does a lot of hits in a row. You don't have that problem anymore. Yeah. Now, to be fair, if I wasn't playing Satisfactory for 3 weeks, maybe that wouldn't be an issue. You know, it's going to continue to be an issue, me running directly into enemies. Combo still is quite a good sort of... There we go. At least got something in there. And the bats can stun enemies, so... Oh! That was close. The bats can stun enemies, so, you know, there's stuff there. Also, like I said... I'll take the bat. I will take... looking for lifesteal if possible. I think that would be pretty pogtastic if I do say so myself. Nothing. Hey, the custom run with the spoiler weapon and combo and got a 50 plus? Or 50 times? Wow. Yeesh. Recently when you started uploading Hitman, that's probably due to Satisfactory again. Like straight up. That's probably the same reason. I like that game. Look, I never really played any game like that before. And I'm really getting into it. Gotta optimize, baby. Industrialist style. Don't expect me to be playing a whole lot more the like automation games, though. Just because I like that one, that doesn't mean that I want to go get sucked into a million of them. I also played like World of Warcraft for an unreasonably huge amount of time, and now I play no MMOs. So take that how you will. Pogtastic, ironically, because this is the word pog, and now it's part of my vocabulary. Well, then you are lost, unfortunately. Welcome to the club. Have a good time. We got cookies in the corner. Unfortunately, they're those like really bad kind of cookies. You know like the really like bad sugar cookies that you get from like the grocery store when they're like $2 or something. Not really the best of them. I really got to be used. You know, this is the bat run. I really should be using this bat more. I feel like a 10-second cooldown. If this was like a 3-second cooldown, that would be appropriate. Because it always feels like it's just taking way too long. But there, actually hit a person. Well, hit an enemy there, and didn't really do an appreciable amount more damage. Yeah, we got to get the legendary version of it. I don't know what this is. We're gonna find out, and I'm hoping that's gonna make all the difference. Deflecting shot. Are you ever gonna stream on YouTube again? I mean, At this point in time, they do actually give you... Twitch does no longer has the exclusivity clause in contracts. So I could, at any time. Hell, we could just go... I could be like dual streaming this on YouTube right now if I so felt like it. I don't. I also don't feel like looking up how to do that. Like I said, I'm going to be saving up money so that I can buy a... Yeah. Ooh, that time it takes to fire out those bats feels like it's going to lead to some issues. Now, what was I saying here? Whatever. Look, the plan here... Okay. I rolled right into that. Okay, you know what? This is about the point in time that I'm just going to... Then I'm just going to use a potion charge, I think. Now, here's the bats. It's bat time, baby. Anyway. Okay. Oh yeah, by the way, what's my job about? Well, pretty much, I waste people's time because I don't know what I'm doing, and then I feel bad about it. Oh, come on now. Oh, it's you. Every single time. And then I go back and I do it again, and hopefully do it better this time. And then I don't. Then people get mad at me, and I'm like, I'm sorry. So that's the entire thing, more or less. All right. Okay. 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 There we go. Oof. Oof. Like you've never had a job before at a call center. All right. Ugh. But yeah, it's like basically what I'm supposed to be doing is I'm supposed to be like assisting people with stuff and whatever, but I'm not. I'm so new at it that it just sort of feels like I'm like, let me ask my manager. And it's just like, on hold for 20 minutes. Come on, bats, here we go. I'm getting there, But it's like, man, first time I've ever had to do this type of job before. Honestly, kind of like it when it goes well. Hate it when it goes bad. I do actually quite like helping people out, when I can. I mean, it kind of goes with the whole, like, YouTube side of things. It's like, hey, I like being at least somewhat informative, helping people discover games they otherwise wouldn't. Or, at the very least, giving them hints, tips, and tricks and whatnot on games like this one. Of which my tips, hints, and tricks right now might be, I don't know how this bat weapon is, but I kind of saw that coming from the beginning. You know how it is. Okay. So it's like, I don't know. One of those things where I did the worst part of a job is always starting it out, it feels like. That's kind of my 2 cents on that. What do we got here? Javelin, looking good. I don't know if I quite want that. That drains your will. No, it's like I'm working with professionals. I'm not working with like it's not customer service, but it's one of those things where that means that they're probably more knowledgeable than me on most subjects most of the time. All right. And Tyler. That should be good. Comes a can of Diet Dr. Thunder. I don't hate Diet Dr. Thunder. I've had it before. Yeah, that's right. No, not to brag or anything, but I've had... Ooh, I'll take that. I have had Diet Dr. Thunder. Most of my grandparents. I don't know, they liked it? I never really asked why or anything, but, Always had at least one can there. What does it taste like? Dr. Pepper. And the diet version tastes like the diet version of that. They got that kind of like the super sweet version, right? I just feel like those artificial sugars. I swear I just like read that somewhere or whatever. Like, artificial sugars are much sweeter than regular sugar. And that's just been in my head. I don't even know if that's true. I just keep saying it all the time. Ugh. Diet version always. I mean, let's be real here. It's not like I don't want to build up regular soda too much. Yes, I pretty much solely drink regular soda. It's true. If I'm gonna have a soda, I'm gonna have a regular soda. And like, yeah, I'm not gonna have a diet. But I've had plenty of diet sodas before, and I think it's more of a matter of taste than anything else, right? Don't want to take Wish just yet. Feel like that's kind of a bad idea right now. You know what I do want to take? I want to take Alienation. And a whole nation of aliens. Let's go. Whew, boy. Worst part's when you're stuck there and can't move up. Whatever. I mean, with how I usually tend to be doing job stuff, it feels like I'm just going to be moving to something else at some point in time, whether it's in the same company, whether it's a completely different job, sooner than later, because for whatever reason, that just keeps happening. Remember that last job I had it was like, hey, your contract ran out. And I'm like, wait, what? Oh my God! I'm alive. Okay. Don't worry, everybody. I survived. Man. Every time I type something out, we change topics. That's really just streaming. I want to say. Okay. Oh, taking Alienation was a risky play, and I'm not quite sure if it's gonna pay off. Yeah. I think I'll be fine. Bats. Okay. That's my catchphrase when I'm using the bat weapon. Bats. And then I throw a bunch of bats at enemies. Whoop. Yeah, we good? We good? Nice storm. Good burst damage. Not like the best or anything, but it does good enough. Oh boy. It's batting time. And then I bat all over those guys. Then I bat my eyelashes at those guys. Yeah. Baby! That worked out okay, actually. Whew! Mimic spawns outside the bank now. Yeah, at least you do get some warning about that. Well, with the lower rooms, as we saw last time. I had somebody asking about that. I don't think I ever actually... Bats. That's for you, House of Shred. Anyway. Okay. Bats. Hey, they're not doing as much damage as I want them to. I'll be honest here. I'm trying my best, but like, woof. Hi, bats. You know, that might be something worth thinking about. Getting like a cudgel shield or something that will do some sort of freezing and then bats. Because I think... poisons enemies. I have any sort of... I have no synergy on that, do I? Man. Okay. I don't know. Give me something here. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really seeing much of anything. Oof, you know what? Well, it's just bats. Oh, this is also a good time for bats. It's not. This is actually a bad time for bats. I lied. Okay. But I did it anyway, so as far as I'm concerned, that is gonna be considered a success. Yeah. Bats. And wrong direction. Always so satisfying when you just straight up face the wrong direction and waste, you know, a weapon that has you both standing still. Hey. That has you both standing still and also doesn't actually get any benefit from it. With kind of a large cooldown time on top of that. Bats. I hate this so much. Does the legendary version just allow you to turn around while you're firing out the bats? Because I would really like that right about now. All right. No bad time for bats. I do think the bats get a bad rap. As stated, true believers, as I stated back in the... Come on now. To be honest, maybe that wasn't even the worst sort of thing to happen, given how this sort of run has been going so far. Let's try something else. You want to see like the Castlevania area? Might send bats on both sides. That would actually make sense, given how that's how it works for Dracula too. So let's see if I can't get that working, and let's also hope for legendaries bounce off of walls. Okay, I will take that. That sounds good. Also, there's come on. You have one job, and that's just to give me bats. Out of 8 items that appeared there. Really? Tell ya. All right. Come on now. I mean, normally I would just like end up starting this entire episode over, but given that I haven't really updated for 2 weeks, I think that let's just see the full process, as it were. All right, so yeah, I'm thinking that. So yeah, let's take an actual look at this. Maybe what I will try is tactics this time. Kind of have a run for it, or brutality if I so choose. Maybe something. Hey, if I've already kind of screwed up the run for the brutality side of things, I mean, I might as well try, right? Might as well see if I can't get a decent tactics run going. Hopefully not entirely tactics melee, but if that's how it is, that's how it is, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, and also start using the shield a little bit more. But yeah, tactics is going to have a few more synergies for the actual weapon itself and everything like that. Maybe it'll be slightly better. Because, I mean, after all, despite the risks and all of my rage, I'm still just a bat in a cage. No, but despite all the risks that I took in that last run, I still died actually of, you know, being bad at the video game, not just like curse or something. Do bats even count as projectiles? I cannot imagine a reality where they do not count as projectiles for the sake of like mutations and whatnot. Okay, there we are. And what do we got here? You know what? Take it. I think that sounds pretty saucy and good. And also, I haven't seen Laser Glaive for a while. Also, fire synergy, if I can possibly get that working for me. Despite all my rage, I am just a bat in a cage. Hey, I hope y'all like Tracy Chapman's Fast Car, because you're about to hear a lot of it in Satisfactory soon enough. There we go. And a little bit of Smashing Pumpkins, of course. But we really talked about that more in the recent Hitman episode. Oh, fast cars and crazy trains. No. No. Man, we lost an entire, like, big bit where it had an entire, essentially spec script for a parody of the movie Old called Oiled in the last one because my microphone was bad. I'm going to have to figure out a way to salvage that. Not because it's really worth hearing 30 minutes of describing a very strange and, like, a very obvious ripoff of Cat's Cradle by Kurt Vonnegut, but just because we did it, so we should, you know. Yes, the M. Night Shyamalan movie. Why? I don't know. I don't know. Look, we've been doing a lot of recording as of late, me and the second guy that I occasionally record with. And as such, I need to put that up on the channel because content is content, right? There we are. Hey, I could take Hokuto's bow to power up the bat since he took tactics. Actually, not even a bad idea. I mean, generally something that I take so much anyway, which is why I kind of feel like I don't want to take it all the time. But, vampire killer. Well, at least it's not vampirism this time. I still can't believe that kept happening. I mean, it's funny. I do like this weapon. Nah, what else got? Can't believe that kept happening. Survival tactics. What a weapon. Alright. Yeah, nothing particularly good here. Honestly, probably just keep the spike shield. I think that's kind of more effective. Haven't seen you use that in years. I've used that a bunch. So much. So very much. That movie was rough, was it? Neither of us actually watched it. What to do? You know, let's take a little bit of a bad seed route. Arboretum. Actually go talk to the tick. I think I can make the tick fight work, given that, you know, Mama Tick is generally pretty receptive to... pretty vulnerable to, like, really ranged weapons. Didn't you blacklist Hokutos? I don't think I ever blacklisted it. I think it's sort of like Armadillo Pack, where I just kind of tried to avoid using it too much. You know, because it's sort of played out at this point. There are, like, actual, like, the spoiler weapon, but that's more because it's a spoiler weapon and it's too good. more than anything else. You did ages ago? Well, maybe I did. Well, I still got it. Whatever. Now, I want to talk a bit more about old. Is it just that it relies too much on a very gimmicky premise, a very gimmicky, very weird premise, or is it also just kind of a bad movie? Are we looking at like a combination of both? I mean, because like I heard that. Oh yeah, how are we looking at it? Enemies hit with range attack are marked for 8 seconds. Actually, pretty good. I think that this is an extremely good Yeah, sure. An extremely good mutation for this weapon in particular. Yeah, networking was kind of rough to use, but now I think that it's just like any attack, and especially with a weapon like this, which explicitly goes to different enemies. Yeah. The acting is very rough. Okay. The script is terrible. Okay. Kind of interesting. Yet they didn't bring back the Zaro Warudo skill. Nope, never. They're never gonna bring that back. This was the Castlevania DLC was the time to bring it back. The time. There's already the watch the watch sub weapon in the series. It's been there since Castlevania 1. It would have been the perfect time to just rework and tweak that sort of mechanic a bit to bring it back. And yet they didn't. The toilet scenes are hot. Okay. Well, I'm rethinking my question about old at this point in time. Does the They Might Be Giants song Older appear in the movie? Hey, good costume. If so, I'll give him props for that. I'm not going to ask any more about whatever that scene you're describing is, by the way. I'm just going to assume it's like the Quagmire toilet thing that I saw memes about on YouTube. That's how I live my life, looking at memes on YouTube. Not even inaccurate, actually. All right. No, hit the... My God. Hit something here. There we go, baby. Just get like many throws here. Do this while I got the time. Not bad. Not bad at all. And you know, the extra, of course, ammo on this is only going to help a lot too. Now this is kind of turning into a laser glaive sort of episode, but that happens. Yeah. Okay, you're probably better than this. I think that just goes without saying. Okay. Thing is, the skill is still in the game, you just can't get it. That's actually been true for a lot of stuff in the past. I remember Crusher took forever to come out as a proper skill, despite being in the game for a very long time. There was also like the original pet versions, which had their own... Yeah? Like the original pet weapons had like their own name. It was like originally like a ghost or something that would follow you around. It took a while until that was actually reworked. I think the Great Owl of War, if I'm not mistaken. Giant Killer. Oh yeah, Giant Killer. I remember somebody getting mad at me when I did a like modded version. I got a mod for the game that put that back in, and they're like, "Oh, I can't believe you're cheating to get the weapon." And I'm like, I just wanted to see what it was. There we go. One more left, baby. I think I can do it. Yeah. It's looking pretty saucy. There we go. Hey, I remember Giant Killer. I mean, Giant Killer's still in the game. Still a good weapon. I mean, obviously only against bosses, really. Back in the day, though, back in my day, it used to be good against all sorts of enemies. Not just bosses. Regular enemies, too. Unique moveset and everything. Everybody loved it. These days, miss the old mod vids. I should do more. There's like actual workshop sort of integration into the game now. It's like, I should just do some of them. We got them here. They're working. All right, yeah, there's kind of like one area that I missed, so let's go do that real quick. Oh, okay. Makes sense to keep it. You already coded it. Yeah, I mean, there's no reason. That is an entire thing. You know, I see that in so many... occasionally I'll watch, like, videos about, like, hey, you know, unused and secret content of whatever game. And there's a lot of stuff that is just kind of like, yeah, we just never really ended up using this. And people speculating about it like it's some sort of super important part to lore or something like that. And it's just like, no, they just put it in the game and never ended up using it and never took out the assets. Happens all the time. There's no real deeper meaning to it. Still, it's kind of funny to see. I mean, like Dead Cells, for example, did, of course, have originally like an entire equipment system. Ah! Oh, man. They'd have like an entire equipment system and everything that never really... Man, really? I didn't feel like I was taking that much damage, to be honest. All right, well, it works well when there's more than one enemy there. It doesn't work super well now does it? Jeez. Tell ya. It's so bad, because I liked how that was going, but you could clearly see that anytime I was up against a single enemy, I was so incredibly weak that I was barely able to do much of anything. Oh, boy. Well, in some ways, you know, I guess... Come on. You have one job, game. In some ways, I feel like... I always say that it's okay to have a train wreck video every once in a while, and I also don't really think that this is the least... appropriate type of weapon. Hey, here we go. This is the least appropriate weapon. I already kind of thought that it might be sort of questionably useful. And although we do have... you know what? Let's just take this and see what I can find then a little bit later. But yeah, what was I saying here? Yeah, it's like even as much as I thought that like the rebound stone was maybe questionably useful, I feel like this one I did not have a whole lot of faith in, period. I'll be honest. The Bat Volley train wreck, yep, you're looking at it. Probably end up... I am actually going to try doing another tactics run against my better judgment here. Maybe I actually choose to take a little bit more powerful type of mutation this time. Not mutation. Secondary weapon. Or... something. Something at all, really. Because, like, yeah, I just didn't have anything for dealing with single enemies. Maybe don't go to the bank. I don't know about that. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I will. I'm gonna do it. Still doesn't work like that. Hey, I still think people were telling me it's like, oh, I can't believe you're using a, secondary weapon as a primary weapon, and I will point every time, of course, to that Dracula fight. That Dracula fight that I had with the axe went absolutely fantastically, and you can convince me of nothing else. I think it really shows the strengths of the weapon in the best way. And I can't believe that you would look at that and say, nah, that can't be used as a main hand weapon. It absolutely can. Is it a little bit cumbersome? Yeah. Is it tricky? Sure. You can use it as that, though. How could you say no? Anyway. I said that before I saw the whole video, and you actually... Oh, well... I mean... It's healing of some variety. Maybe kind of questionable healing. Tentacle. You know how that is. But... I'll give it a try. I mean, hey... It is actually only fitting, I would say, for... being a Castlevania weapon, where it was kind of hard to use even in that series. Of course, you know, I was able to use the pretty great effect in like the oh, here we go. In the end of Castlevania 3, for example. Anyway, it's gone already. But it doesn't necessarily mean that it's like great in every other circumstance. It's a situational type of thing. You know, you compare that to something like the knife, for example, which you throw forward. It's like, what can you really say? Or like the just sheer amount of DPS and stun locking enemies you can get out of the OG sort of the holy water. It's like, is there really any comparison? Nah, Axe is a little bit more difficult to use. But, you know, against like the man himself, Mr. Dracul, yeah, no, it's great. There we go. No throwing axe. Hey, we got a good discussion about throwing axe, but now it's gone. To be replaced by bats. As we all will. As we all do on a daily basis. Bam, baby, there it is. You know what? I've been getting some use out of light speed. I don't generally use this weapon. I always feel like it never really does. Like, the whole moving back and forth gimmick is too gimmicky. and then you know, moving back and forth just even by itself, not particularly useful, and it doesn't really do a whole lot of damage to boot. Oh, sure. Got sort of a Castlevania weapon thing going on now, don't we? Now, though, I would have probably preferred not to have thrown away the flamethrower turret. Ah, well. Break the Hunter's grenade door for 50 curse and then get heal on curse mutation and enjoy infinite health? Wow, I never thought of that. What a good idea. I don't think I'm going to be trying it in this run. I've already kind of run past that door, though. Anyway. I mean, hey, if you go and use, like, the damned mutation, you could probably get some good use out of that. And I have full health and everything, so I'm not even going to go bother doing that, doing the turkey. Lightspeed just doesn't do enough damage, but it's great for movement. I always feel like throwing you forward a huge amount like that, it's the same sort of issue that I had with the original version of the meat skewer, specifically. Where, yeah, it's cool that you get, like, thrown around like that, but it also does make it sort of weird and unpredictable. And, you know, especially as I've been playing the game this much, that usually making sure that I know exactly how enemies are going to move. I hear that with every single time that anybody brings up, you know, hey, I played this game for 1,000 hours or something. Sure, it might seem useful to slow down enemies or whatever, but the unpredictability just adds to the difficulty of using it. Hit with a range attack, etc. I mean, this would probably also work well with Hokuto's bow, so I'm going to say yeah. There we go. Now I've just got to really use I just got to really effectively use the wish mutation this time. Get a good version of those bats. I hate slow down on kill. I parry a lot and it kills my timing. Yeah, if you do end up parrying a lot, that can be a real issue, especially. Because, like, yeah, the parry timing is generous in this game. It's not super bad to do a lot of parrying. Like, I've seen way worse games when it comes to, like, parry mechanic. Death's Gambit, as much as I like it, could never do any parries in that game. Woof. I just felt like I could never nail any of them ever. Which is too bad. There's an entire class based around it in that game. But at the same time, too, it is not so generous as to mean that it's just totally free and you can press the button whenever. So stuff like slowing down the timing, yeah, I can really screw with that. Bats. Bats, we are the bats. Celebrating another one, a birthday bash. Which, by the way, once again, I do want to remind everybody, nobody celebrated my birthday. What's up with that? Have you all no shame? I see every... nah, it's fine. You know, every other time, like, I see somebody having a birthday on YouTube or whatever, they do, like, a big celebration, and it's like, where were you all? Where were you all during that? Ridiculous. Like, I swear. So-called fans here. Celebrating since last year, you're welcome. Okay, you know what? Fair enough. You are the one person that I will accept the apology from. Everybody else? I don't. Is that... Yo, is that a lifesteal version of the Scythe Claws? No. That's funny, though. Ah, sure. I was at the club. Fair enough. I don't accept your apology, though. I do not apologize anyway. Okay. Fair enough. Say the stiletto. Poison would work good with this build. Unfortunately, I don't really have... Yeah, poison would actually work super good with this build. I'm going to see if I can't get... I'm going to take this, and I'm going to see if I can't get, like, a... Yeah, from here, specifically. A alchemy carbine. Could be pretty pogtastic if I do say so myself. Maybe. An entire thing. I mean, you're here, too. Nah. No, you're not... Oh, boy. Ooh, that is... Oh, Snake Fangs is much better when it comes to getting a little bit of healing over here. Sounds good. You know what? Give me this back. Let's just keep going with this run. Feel like I got a good enough weapon as of right now. Good, good, good. The illusion of choice. It's true. There was never any choice. I was fated. Fated to take the Snake Fangs. Due to my snake-like nature, as you all know. Birds and reptiles. They got a lot of commonality between them. And that's why, you know, it's like basically a chicken is a lizard. That's how that works. I didn't make up the rules. How about a new legendary? How about a new showcase series, but with legendary versions instead? I should probably get through the current one. I still have quite a few weapons left to do, but I wouldn't be opposed to it. That'd be pretty fun. Bats. Okay. And then somebody's got like a legendary weapon or something up here, it looks like. Maybe just stats, but it's you. Whoa, I almost went right into that. Stats. I almost went right into that poison bullet. I didn't, so thankfully we don't have a third failed run just yet. Legendaries only use what you see. Use what you see runs are pretty fun. You also do get to see a pretty good variety of weapons there. Have they fixed adaptability that, you know, like game mode that exists? Because that was one of the major reasons why I... Like, it was still kind of broken, although I do think it's a pretty cool idea. Yeah. Where it kept giving you just, like, level 1 versions of the weapons. That would be fun, especially with a legendary-only version. And what do we got? I mean, hey, you know, I was just talking. It's like, I could probably use this, right? Sorry, Lightspeed. You out of here. You out of the band. And instead, Flamethrower Turret is my new best friend while I still have this weapon, at the very least. Hey, Vampire Killer is a good weapon. Does excellent work. Okay, sure. Now, I already have healing, so I don't know if I really want to take that sort of malaise, but if I do, that's a choice. An illusion of choice. I'm going to get hurt, and I'm going to take that regardless. That's how it works. Okay. Man. Also make a new site showcase and get another 500,000 viewers. Don't forget to put ads on it this time. I did put ads on it. Look, okay, hey, y'all want to talk about how I do ads? You get ads at the very start of the video. That's it. I don't even do like the little tiny ads on the bottom, you know, like the little banner ones. Those are the only ones you get. I feel like that's a decent way to do ads. Look, just watch this 30-second video and then you can watch 3 hours of people rambling about Terry Chapman's fast car. Like, is that not good enough? Right, I don't have a shield on. Illusion of choice. All right. All right, you know what? There we are. And here's where we start to use this then. Yeah, all right, I see how it is here. Okay. Hey. All right, Illusion of Shield. The Illusion of Gaia. Oh, I played that game. It wasn't that good. Not gonna lie. Sorry, any Quint fans in the audience. Why did I just throw out that hot opinion for no reason? Anyway, I'm gonna go watch the ad on that video. I already did a second Scythe Claws. I think I called it Ain't No Laws when using Scythe Claws. Oh my god, seriously. Oh my god, incredible superstar. Never gonna get out of this. Ain't ever gonna learn. No, I'll learn. It's fine. Now then. Hey, anybody else here played Illusion of Gaia? I just feel like talking about this. I also played Terra Enigma. I had, is it Soul Blade? But I never played it, though. So, you know, not really too much to be set on that. Damn it! Oh, I'm never gonna win this game. I swear. Maybe I should stop doing tactics or something. Oh no. Oh no, I died again. Ugh. Alright, let's at least do one more and then maybe just say like this is a lost cause at this rate. Man, even with a good healing item, just completely and totally screwed up there. You know what? I didn't even get Bat to start again, so hey. I still need to do Periglyphs, too, just speaking of weapons that I haven't really touched enough. Should do that. They're cool. They got glyphs. Although asking you to take damage feels a little bit risky. Still, though. It's unique. Definitely something you don't see in a whole lot of other weapons, except for maybe like Frantic Sword at best. All right. A new death screen with Castlevania. I haven't seen that. I think it just kind of randomly appears. Can somebody like confirm or not? Because I'm really not sure myself. But yeah, that happens occasionally. That entire thing. Soul Blazer, that's what it's called. Illusion of Gaia and most of Terra Enigma. Wait, you didn't finish Terra Enigma? I felt like that was the best of the series. I mean, it was also the latest one, so you know, kind of came after they had most of the experience with stuff. I sort of felt like it was a bit. Like, I liked it. I feel like it's sort of like it has been so long since I actually played it. I'm trying to remember, how did I feel exactly when I was playing it? Like the whole Light World, Dark World thing was kind of cool and everything. Sort of unimpressed with the plot. Can't really remember, but you know what? I guess I don't have as much to say on this topic as I thought. Man, there's a lot of turkeys here. Cool. Yeah, I've been struggling to take damage. Nope, certainly not. Certainly not. All right, what else we got going on here? Maybe I'll take a shield or something this time. Certainly it couldn't hurt. All right, and then throw that in the backpack. All right. There we go. Good old-fashioned shield, which zaps enemies. Too. Honestly, not that good of effect. It's really the parry. It's really the on-parry that works well. All right. Bro. Ugh. Maybe I should purposely take some damage. This weapon does kind of synergize well with that now, doesn't it? All right. Just couldn't get something in my life distracted me. I just couldn't get back in Terra Enigma. Yeah, I hear that all the time where it's just like, you know, I just dropped the game for like a day and then I never picked it back up. Was having fun with it until that point, though. I think that just kind of happens, right? Me, I'm very dedicated to finishing games, even against my better judgment. Kind of how that is. As you've seen many examples on the channel. What other channels out there you're going to see that tries to finish every single game that they start on there? Some, certainly. But like with the sort of variety that I got on my channel, I think it's something of a feather in my cap. What's your favorite weapon? I don't really know. I usually just say whatever's the most powerful. Just the completely and totally shallow opinion on that one. Well, you know, I usually tend to use such a huge variety of weapons, and I don't know if I can really name a favorite. I like keeping it fresh, too. Kind of how that is most of the time. Okay. Okay. And there we go. And got that, too. Okay. So the bat? No, I don't really like the bats all that much. I thought we established that when I was doing the run here. I thought I established that very well while doing this run. If you know what I'm saying, right? Okay, well, we've gone through every other one of the first areas. I guess this is a first area showcase type of run at this point in time. Hey, Tentomokol is the best weapon. Yeah. Certainly. The best. I got another confession to make. I'm a fool for not believing in that bat. Or tentacle. Whatever we were talking about, I forgot. Anyway, what am I doing here? What am I doing? What's gonna work here? What's gonna work for this weapon? Sure? Which I still gotta go get anyway. Man, I tell ya. Man, Scythe Claws are cool. Also, legendary version of that is an interesting one. Given how they've been kind of changing those up as of late to be pretty unique. All right, into the outskirts. Half the weapon in the game are my favorite. Can't choose. Yeah. I mean, I do appreciate just the variety of weapons. When Dead Cells first started out, you had stuff like, of course, the oiled sword, blood sword, cursed sword, all having like the same basic moveset. These days, everything is wildly different in how it works. Sure, you still get plenty of the same sort of like, shoots a projectile out in front of you. But at least there's often some kind of gimmick to differentiate it from everything else. Yeah. And that does, of course, include stuff like, you know, the Trident, which sometimes, perhaps, not the best of weapons. Man, even trying to use that back in that one previous run was like, oof, kind of rough. Kind of a little bit rough. Don't often see that appearing, a bonus chest like this appearing in the Castlevania area. You still get the unique sort of chest to it too. Also, good stuff. Bro. Don't worry, everybody. I won't die again. Good stuff. Good stuff. I know I've been away for a little while. I don't really think that that's excusing this quite to that degree. At least it shouldn't. Oof. Clearly what I gotta do is I gotta do another episode just to prove that I'm not entirely terrible at this game at this point in time. I'm not going to. It's getting too late at night, and I've got more Factory to play. But, do it later. Gotta just get back to the channel here, right? Oy. Stop not updating and start actually updating. Oh, but I got like that ear thing. No, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. Anyway. Hey. Sigil, apparel sigils, not doing too bad, all things considered. I feel like this is I haven't really used this weapon too much since, the whole low health thing, kind of a hard sell. It's not quite the same thing as Frantic Sword, but also, Frantic Sword is one of the, like, top tier weapons in the game. So it sort of feels like, oof, but what if it was more like Frantic Sword, right? Yeah, that sort of thing. Sigil Glyphs Showcase, yeah, it's currently happening. Which, to be fair, I do need to do as well. Hey, if that's what it turns into, I'm not going to say no. I'll say, you know what? Whatever works, right? Like, what are you saying? Are you saying that you don't want to see peril sigils here? Peril glyphs? Whatever they're called? They have a name? Can't remember them. But, yeah. Make katana. Katana is already a good weapon. I tell ya. First time seeing this? What, seeing a train wreck run or seeing the stream? Because if the stream, hey, welcome. If a train wreck run, train wreck run, then get out of here. We don't need you. Don't need your your derisive laughter. Okay. The volley disaster, peril sigils run. I'm still planning to get the bat here. The bats are gonna come up soon enough. I hope. Not really currently happening, but I'm hoping it does. Hell, if I get an upgrade for sigils, I'll do it. Throw that in the back pocket instead of the blood sword, sure. Also fitting for the run. Yeah, you know how that is. Oh, first time seeing the new zone. Yeah, it's good. Castlevania zone. Lot of love put into it. Man, you know, between this and the now we got like the Metal Gear Solid remake, Metal Gear Delta coming out here soon. Seems like Konami finally trying to get back in my good graces. Is it gonna work? I don't know. They kind of went out of the video game industry there for quite a bit. Will this be enough? I mean, honestly, I am kind of glad it's not going to be a new Metal Gear game because I don't know, man. It was such an iconic series of Mr. Kojima. But it's like, I don't know if I necessarily want to see something new. But at the same time, a remake of a game, you know, get like the old HD stylings going on. Don't hate seeing that. I mean, hell, I remember the pachinko machine had some of those HD cutscenes that everybody was excited for, and then it was revealed to be a pachinko machine, so, you know. Really went into the pachinko business. Yeah, they did. Well, you don't like pachinko? I do like that, yeah. It's just, like, inexorable from the pachinko at this point in time, right? Oh, man. There was just a time there where it felt like a lot of companies were going into that. Like SNK also went into that super hard before they did King of Fighters 14. And honestly, I haven't been keeping up with them since I'm not a huge fighting game fan, but at least it seems like they wrested back control from the monster known as gambling there, so I do appreciate that. If that's going to be happening with Konami, wish him the best. It's still going to take quite a bit to convince me, though. Not going to lie. Oh, it's not an easy road. No throwing axe this time. Want to rumble roses? Do you? Do you really? You're really sitting here being all like, yeah, this is, Dead or Alive isn't doing it for me anymore. I have Rumble Roses again. Rumble Roses, eh? Oh, that is such like a mid-2000s sort of series to me. Feels like just the exact sort of thing they were making. Jesus. Yeah. Reddit posts said the DC will keep getting updates until 2025 because of the new DLC sales. All right, sure. Honestly, I think the updates have been going pretty well so far, so I ain't gonna say no. Also, might have something to do with this being a huge part of the channel. I don't know, it's the bias. As full disclosure, I do play a lot of Dead Cells, and it is sort of a major part of the channel. Am also a major contributor to the New York Times, so you know. That entire thing. All right. Point is, I ain't gonna say no. Dead Cells so far has been a very good example of an early access game that has gotten a lot of updates that I think are very good. I feel like that's becoming a lot more common lately, though. I used to be, I remember, just thinking it's like, well, there's Clay, and like, Don't Starve. And then, what else do we got for really good examples of early access games? But it feels like these days we're getting a lot more of them now, which I do like. Getting a lot of, it's been an improvement all around. All right. Terraria 1.4.5 likely to be the last end because the engine is reaching its limits. Won't complain anymore about content for games that I actually play. Was that the Journey's End one, or are they doing another one at this point in time? Because I never actually ended up playing that one. I'll be honest. Thought the game was finished in 2018 after early access. I never thought that. They talked about doing DLC even at that point in time. And besides, it was also a huge runaway success too. So, you know. Well, we gotta do a Medusa's head eventually too. Oof. Woof, woof, woof. 1.4.5 is the DC crossover. I don't even... What? I mean, I know obviously they got the one in Dead Cells. I didn't... Is there another... They're doing another thing? Okay, you know what? I'm taking Wish this time. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make this one happen. Maybe sell free items? Wait, did I not do that? Not an early access game and not a game you can stream here, but have you wanted to play Fear and Hunger? Yes. It's pretty hardcore though. And there are like censored mods, but like it's a game I found really intriguing. Not gonna lie. But it's also like, oof. It's, it definitely has quite a bit of edge to it. In a way that I'm just like, I don't know if I quite want to be doing that sort of content. Is that some sort of pornographic game? No. I mean, look, it's not any more pornographic than, like, I don't know, Outlast, which I played on the channel back during the Halloween thing. Like, honestly, like, Outlast is worse. So, like, you know. Korean? It's not Korean, it's Finnish. I know that because in the sequel game, Termina, one of the final bosses is named Perakele. I played enough My Summer Car to know what that means. You're not fooling me. Well, okay, I haven't played it, but I've watched other people play it. Oh no, not again. Ah, damn it, not again. Man, maybe we should just call it today. Oh my god. Oof. Let's just say, like, yeah, we got a good old train wreck run going, and we'll just continue tomorrow or something instead. Good God.